Hello, welcome back to my channel and welcome to a daily plan with me video. In these videos, I will plan out every day over the course of the week, except I forgot to do yesterday. So note to self, I probably shouldn't plan these videos to start after I get home from a very long weekend, or not a long weekend, but I didn't get home until super late Sunday night. And so yesterday when I woke up, I was like, I just need to get today planned out. And I wasn't even thinking about the fact that I had planned to film this video this week. So yesterday just got planned out on its own. I was gonna film a clip in the afternoon, when I finally realized it, telling you about my day, but I figured I could just do it this morning. Again, I got home super late Sunday night, so yesterday was kind of a bare bones day. I did try to get some work done in the middle of the day, but truthfully, I missed my daughter a whole lot and wanted to hang out and snuggle her, and I also had very little energy, and so I did a little bit, but I also kind of did some relaxing and hanging out with my girl and my mom, because I also miss my mom. It's so funny because I used to not live in the same place as her. And now when I don't see her for a couple of days, I'm like, I missed you. And she is going out of town this weekend. So I kind of wanted to see her a little bit. But I did get some things done. Excited to have a fresh start today, bright and early. However, it is pouring outside, like absolutely gross and pouring out. So that is potentially going to impact something that I'm a little bit mad at myself about. So let's start and I'll explain as we get into it. So today is Tuesday. It is October 15th. So we are halfway through the month. And because it is absolutely pouring out, I'm going to use this dark blue color. It just feels like it goes. Yesterday I was like, I need this bright yellow to wake me up and get me going. And today I'm like, blue sounds good. So as always, I am doing my morning routine. Kicking it off, one of the things I stopped doing, and I don't really have a good reason for it other than there were a lot of days that it wasn't happening and so it felt silly. I was planning out a work task for the first thing in the morning because most days if I get up when my alarm says to go off, I have time to work before my daughter gets up. But then I moved my workout into the morning too. But right now I am prioritizing frequency over duration for workouts. So I'm trying to do a couple per week, but I'm only committing to doing 10 minutes. So there is still time to do a work task in the morning, but I haven't been planning something out. And so sometimes I still do something and I still get motivated. And then sometimes I just dilly-dally and manage to kill all the time until she wakes up and I don't even know where that time went. So I think I clearly didn't plan it out for this week, but I need to get better about doing that because, again, as long as I wake up when my alarm goes off and she has a good night's sleep and wakes up at her normal time, there is time to both get my workout in and do a little bit of work. So, and I want to take advantage of that as a morning person. Okay, then when she wakes up, I have two things that I want to get to. One is laundry. If you watched my evening routine video that went up a long time ago, one of my evening routine steps is to get all the laundry out of the bedrooms into the hallway so that I can do laundry before people get up in the morning. And I forgot to do that. I forgot to get hers last night. I got ours, but I did not get hers. So I have to wait till she wakes up to get the laundry going because there are some things in her basket that I definitely want to get washed today. And then we're supposed to go to the grocery store. So my husband usually does the grocery shopping on Sundays, but in order for that to happen, I usually do the meal planning before, at some point, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday before he goes. Well, I didn't think about that before I left for my trip. He texts me Sunday morning and is like, did you leave a grocery list? No, I did not. I said, it's fine. Lila and I will go on Monday. So we planned to go on Monday. Did we go last night? No, we did not. We just hung out. So because last night I was like, it's fine. I'll just go in the morning. We like going in the morning. There's way less people. It'll just be so much better. And now it's boring. So I checked the radar. There is a little gap in the radar around this time. This is the bummer of not having a car because I truthfully don't think we need a car. We don't. We can walk to the grocery store and it's totally fine, except when it's raining. So we will see if that happens. We do need to go to the store today at some point. It's also possible that I don't know why I felt the need to fill these in now. These are kind of hard to read over the blue, but I know what they say. So it is possible that when we go to this doctor's appointment, the doctor's appointment is not walking distance. And so I was either going to borrow my mom's car while she stayed here with Lila. We were all going to go and then maybe go to lunch, or like I was going to potentially take public transit and my mom was just going to stay here with Lila. Well, now that it's raining, I don't want to do that. So maybe we all go and then, or I just go, but then use the car to also go to the grocery store. And that window is what may end up happening. But I'm going to put it down here. Hopefully ambitious. I take advantage of the break in the rain and we go in the morning. Then during her first nap, I had originally put this task there because this is a lot more brain heavy than these tasks, and I thought I need to do them in the morning. While that is true, and that does seem like a good idea, I cannot prep the call this close to the call. That is too much, like for my nervous system, I don't know, to handle. So that is actually not going to happen. I am going to move these two things back up to the morning because I need to have that call prepped before I go to my doctor's appointment. It will just make me feel so much better. And then I also didn't get all of my things done yesterday. So I need to decide I probably have time to do one more thing during this nap. Like these two things are not going to take me her entire nap. So let's see if I can get this task done during her nap. And then truthfully, let's think about this. My appointment is at 1:30. So we probably have to leave by like 1. And my mom usually gets here at about noon. So I actually probably have an hour before my appointment. I didn't, again, make any plans for that just in case I have found, and if you watched I don't even know if I said this in that How I Plan My Life video, I would rather err on the side of caution and get everything done when it comes to like work stuff. Not obviously clearly my overall to-do list. I'm okay if I don't get everything done, but I think I'm gonna have more time to work today than I originally thought I was going to. So let's go ahead and throw this task here. And then in her afternoon nap, we'll throw this task in and we'll see how it goes. If I can get all that done and get like quote unquote caught up for the week on where I'm supposed to be, that would be really great. And if I don't, I don't. And it's fine. And we will adjust tomorrow. And then tonight we have the community coaching call. This is a very long clip. Usually the daily clips are probably half of this, but I am clearly very chatty this morning, given that I hadn't talked to anybody till you. Here we are. Okay, so we got the call, we got the replay, and then Tuesdays are Dancing with the Star nights. I've been watching it with my mom and sister, and then they just come over. And even when I have a call on Tuesday nights, the call ends at 7. Dancing with Stars starts at 7. So they will come over, and they will come over at like 6:45, and then I will come out, and we will all. Sometimes Sam joins us. Sometimes he doesn't. Lila loves listening to the music, and then my PM routine. All right. After this very chatty day, that's the plan. Good morning. It is Wednesday, and yesterday was good. We had something pop up here that derailed me for a little bit, so I didn't get to everything, but I got a good chunk of things done, and I'm excited to get into the plan today. I also realized I never updated the weekly plan yesterday so that I can actually visibly see what I've done and what I haven't done. I mean, I can tell based on what I'm moving and what I'm not moving, but sometimes it's just really tough. So just a quick update. These are the two things so far in the work plan that I haven't gotten to yet this week. And so one option, or potentially maybe both options, is going to be to work during her afternoon nap today. Typically, I am usually a little tapped by the end of the live, and so I've been trying to like use that afternoon nap to work on some goal-related things or a break or something that's not just continuing to work. I'm going to tell you, ever since I had that thought or that idea, it has not panned out, and I've been using that nap to actually get work done. But I also feel like I should expect that a little bit, given this is a very busy time for me for work as we go into prepping for the new year and just, all the things that come with that. And then Vlogmas is right around the corner. So the other issue that we're facing today is that I slept in. I am not feeling 100%. It's also that time of the month. I feel like last month's daily plan with me was also that time of the month. Clearly that's just the cycle that I'm on. So my alarm went off and I was like, yeah, nope. It's not time. The good thing that I have been doing when I do that though is not just like snoozing 7 million times until like it's time to wake up or Lila wakes up. I've been intentionally like, okay, my alarm went off at my normal time. I am not ready to get out of bed. And so I set it for a future time. That's like a long time so I can get a little bit more sleep, but then I'm still giving myself, I have 15 minutes before she gets up. So it's enough time to like go to the bathroom, rinse my face, make a cup of coffee and get this clip planned. It's just not all the other stuff I typically do before she wakes up. So let's go ahead and I'll write a routine here. I have a bunch of little things I'm going to try to get to this morning. One will be my workout, which I can do my workout while she is awake. That's totally possible. It has gotten much harder now that she is on the move, but we'll do our best. And then I did all the laundry yesterday, but I never put the clothes away. That I have been struggling with that. I don't know what it is, but like getting laundry done, I got it. And then actually folding and putting the clothes in their respective rooms just doesn't happen. And then we did go to the grocery store yesterday. And in fact, we went at this time. There was a nice little break in the rain and it worked out really well for us to go to the store. But I forgot something for the dinner I was going to do tonight. So we may have to venture ourselves out to the store again. We'll see. I may push that to later in the evening, depending on what the weather decides to do or how I'm feeling. But I can't make dinner tonight without going to the store and grabbing one more thing. So that is annoying. Then when she goes down for her nap, I will do the communication routine. I will prep the live, and then the rest of it will be just me getting ready for the day, for the live. The live is at noon. And then after the live, I have the 2 things that I'd already planned, and then I'm gonna include the 2 things that I haven't gotten to yet this week. And we will just see how it goes based on how I'm feeling, based on, let's see, what's the priority here? I want to get that how I plan my life video done, because if there's anything I want to change about it, I want to be able to give my editor time to make adjustments. Normally we don't do a lot of back and forth. Normally she does a really great job. It's videos that she's very comfortable with. This one is just very unique and also very important to me. So I just want to make sure. And then probably edit the pod, and then the emails. I mean, the emails are important, but the emails also have a lot more time sensitiveness than these other things. So that is going to be the plan. Eventually, I'm going to cook dinner at some point tonight. It may feel silly to write this down, but like I don't necessarily cook dinner every night. Sometimes we order in, sometimes we eat leftovers. And so this is like reminding me like, hey, you are cooking dinner tonight. And then we don't have any other plans this evening, which is really lovely. We can just hang out. Although I feel like Wednesdays are those weird days now. I'm like, I don't even know what to do with myself. There's no football and there's no Dancing with the Stars. So what do we do tonight? What do we watch as a family? I don't know, but that is the plan for today. Good morning. It is Thursday. I haven't even put on my wedding ring yet because I'm just like excited to get into today. I don't know. I woke up in a good mood, in a good place. And so let's get to it. Yesterday was pretty good. I got a lot of things done, not everything. Again, I never get everything done. I feel like that would just be unrealistic. I mean, I guess there are days that I make a plan that I actually am able to follow through on, but 9 times out of 10, something takes me longer than I thought it was going to, or I forgot to put something on my plan. So I actually forgot to put this on my weekly plan too. Today, I am giving a presentation to a women's leadership group within GE. GE, the company. I'm so excited. I'm so excited, y'all. And the fact that it didn't end up on my weekly plan is still mind-boggling to me. Like, it was in my Google Cal, but when I did my daily or my weekly plan, I was just like, la la la, I do my goals on Wednesdays and Thursdays, and I didn't even like look at it. I didn't look at that section. And then the other thing that didn't make it into my plan was actually prepping for that presentation. Now, the goal workshop that I do for events like this, I have been honing it for years. And so the actual like meat and potatoes of the workshop is good. I just kind of add some new examples. I update based on the time of year I update. I make sure my bio is up to date, which the bio was up to date, but Lila, last time I did one of these presentations, she was a tiny, tiny nugget. So I updated the picture, etc. So that was one thing I had to get done yesterday. So that kind of took a little bit of time. So I did not quite finish editing the pod, and I didn't get to the emails, which is totally fine. I have kind of resorted to the fact that I probably will end up working this weekend. As you can see, we have no plans, which is lovely. But sometimes I take advantage of that and get some work done, especially because my mom left today to go out of town. And I don't usually have her help on Thursdays or Fridays anyway. So that's not abnormal. But I won't have her help next Monday. She doesn't get home until late Monday night. And so I may take advantage of my husband watching Lila a little bit over the weekend and get some work done. But let's start with today. I'm definitely getting ahead of myself. I will probably include in this plan with me, like planning for this upcoming weekend. I usually will do like a total weekend plan. I gotta decide how I'm gonna tackle that. The other thing I've been trying to do over the weekends, again, getting ahead of myself, but I've talked about this in a couple of places if you haven't heard me mention it, is that what has been working for me is picking one day that we do stuff and I try to turn my brain off and I don't think about work, and to the extent I don't do any like above and beyond household tasks. Obviously the like everyday household tasks still have to get done, but like nothing above and beyond from a to-do list standpoint. And then the other day is like to-do list, work if needed, etc. I usually pick that based on the other things we have going on. So if we have a day that's got like a social thing in the middle of the day, then I like let that be my rest day. So during Lila's naps, I will rest or take my time getting ready, take a bath, read a book, whatever on that day. And then on the other day during her naps, I will do things, to-do lists, etc. I'm not sure what this weekend is going to look like because it's like, there's not an obvious choice for that scenario. Given, the game is at 6:30, but it's at 6:30 p.m. So, anyway, okay. Let me get the headers down. As always, we got my AM routine first thing in the morning, and then going to try to get my workout in before she gets up. That should not be a problem at all. I got up with my alarm, which means I also probably have a little bit of time to do a work thing. Why does it say community twice here? Let me go back to my Google Cal and see what I meant by that because that seems wrong. Okay, that's what I could do this morning. I can get to that. I don't know why I just didn't call it what it is. That's what I'm gonna do this morning. That's a good like morning, get my brain into life. Sometimes I am a morning person and sometimes first thing in the morning is like I can do something really brain provoking and then sometimes I really can't. And the editing the pod, like finishing that task could be less work, but I don't think I could finish it. And then I just feel like I'm breaking it up into a million steps, which is fine. Okay, I am babbling this morning. When she gets up, I don't really have anything that we need to get to today. We do have an errand that we need to run, but we have two errands. One of them doesn't open till 10, and so that can't be like a morning time errand. So that's gonna have to be a middle of the day, which is fine. So morning time, we're just gonna hang out. Then when she goes down for her nap, I am going to, whoa, why is that so juicy? Please don't bleed to the other side. Totally bled to the other side. Bah. Okay, these need to stop doing that. I'm gonna do my communication routine and then I'm gonna edit the pod. Then during the middle of the day here, we are going to go run some errands, get out of the house. Maybe we'll go to the park, see what we get up to. And then this afternoon, I need to get ready. And then the presentation is at 3:30. Eek, I'm so excited. Okay, so get ready means like physically get ready. No, I will have plenty of time. That'll be fine. Okay, presentation. I'm not gonna like do my hair. When I'm giving these presentations, I feel like when I'm doing an event in person, I very much am thoughtful about my outfit and my hair and makeup and all of that. When I'm doing a Zoom goal workshop, my head is so small on that little screen. Like you can barely see my little head. So I will like put on a nice top and do my makeup, but I'm probably just going to wear my hair in a bun and call it a day. And then later, my sister is coming over for us to record. I don't know if we're going to try to do that while Lila is still awake and have Sam watch her, or if we'll wait till she goes to bed. That's usually my sister's call, because as long as Sam is around, doesn't have something scheduled, then it's like, would you rather spend this time with Lila and we record when she goes to bed, or would you rather record now? So that is going to be her call, but that I know that's happening this evening. And then I really need to do these 2 personal things that I keep pushing day after day after day. We'll see if I finally get to those today. Okay, enough rambling, Laken. Let's get to it. Good morning. It is Friday. We've made it. And yesterday was a fantastic day. This presentation that I got to give for the GE Women's Leadership subgroup was just absolutely fantastic. They were so engaged, asked so many great questions, and it made me, it was one of those moments that just made me feel like I'm doing the right thing. And it was great. All right. And then my sister and I recorded. We got through a couple more episodes we're watching Nobody Wants This. By the time this video goes up, I'm assuming we will have finished season 1, because we're trying to watch it together, because there's 2 sisters on the show that have a podcast, which is so fun. If you haven't watched it yet, though, highly recommend it. It's just like a rom-com. Very, very entertaining. And if you have any connection to Judaism, also very entertaining from that perspective as well. Okay, let's get this all planned out. I realized I never did a bunch of these check marks, so I kind of know where I'm at. And then you can see I've grabbed a notepad for how I'm going to tackle, this was prepping the live, how I'm going to tackle the weekend plan. That's where I'm at. So the way that I'm going to tackle this is by breaking it up into 4 sections. So I just grabbed a mild liner and a ruler. I'm going to drag this one like down the middle. I'm literally eyeballing it, y'all. I had to stop talking while I was doing that, or I was going to totally mess it up. Anyway, like I mentioned in a prior clip, my intention, or what I've been trying to do, is have one weekend day where I kind of unplug and don't think about anything work related, or even if I can manage it, any kind of household task. And then the other day, or days, because usually Friday is a weekend day for me in my mind. Again, depending on what else we have going on. These do not look even, but I definitely counted it twice. Oh well. But because we literally have no plans except to go watch the game tomorrow night. Tonight we're talking about maybe going to services. That's not confirmed or denied yet. I need to talk to my husband when he wakes up. And then I have a friend coming over this morning to watch Grace during Lila's first nap. She's actually going to come to swim with us and be there for Lila's swim class. And then we're going to watch Grace afterwards. But then after that, I'll blank. And so instead of making a plan for days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and I've done that before, where I've taken out a notebook and I've done the 2-column thing, and one side is like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and one side is like all of the other things I'd like to do. And I considered that. But I think what will work better for me this weekend is just kind of going with the flow, but knowing what is a priority and what isn't. So the way I'm going to do this is at the top, I'm going to split the columns up between work and personal, with the exception of, that was a really weirdo, with the exception of the podcast today, getting the podcast prepped and ready to go. None of the work stuff has to happen, period. If I actually don't get to any of the work stuff this weekend, like that would be okay. But I'd like to. Like I have 3 open days. You know, my husband doesn't work on the weekends. I have some extra time that I could get some stuff done. Like even tomorrow during her first nap, I can sit on the couch and watch College Game Day and like do some work. I don't like that. Anyway, I feel like I'm justifying it to myself and I don't need to be. So then the way I'm going to split the 2 sections is need and want. And so if I decide that what I really need/want for the weekend is more rest time, then everything down in the want section for both of these won't get done, and that's fine. So in terms of need for work, like I mentioned, one thing is finishing up, I'm gonna put 3 actually. one thing is I'm going to do my communication routine today probably. There's just some texts I saw that came through last night after I was done working for today, and I want to respond to them today. And then finishing the pod, and then getting all this footage from this plan with me up for my editor, and then getting the pod footage from last night up on my computer and ready to go. So that's not a very long task, but getting that all done, I'm ready to go. In terms of wants, the emails that I put off all week, and then there's another task that I worked on this week that I built up a lot of momentum for, and it feels really good, and I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. And it's on next week's plan to finish, but you may have noticed on Wednesday's plan, I haven't recycled this yet because I don't want to lose this. I thought of 2 work things that I really want to get to next week for a specific reason. And so if I could get some things off my list for next week and get a little bit, like get those off so that I can do these, that would be really helpful. So I actually have 2 things I'm going to put here. I'm going to put finishing up the letters if I can get those done, which again, I can see that light at the end of the tunnel. And then maybe even getting ahead on the podcast we did last night. That's like a simple thing I could do this weekend. Okay, so that's in terms of work. In terms of personal, the only real need, besides like, regular household tasks, keeping a small human alive, is just meal planning and getting that set so that my husband can go grocery shopping this weekend. And then the wants are going to be my goals, the things that I would like to get done goal-wise, which is, there's really 2 big ones, but these are big ones. And these are going to take a little bit of extra time. So it might come down to picking between these 2 things, like these 2 boxes, on how I spend her nap time or how I spend any time that Sam watches her. Like, that's going to be how I kind of make those decisions. So it's organizing my scrapbooking supplies. And the truth is, if I don't do it this weekend, it's probably not going to happen in October. So let's get to it, Laken. And then the bedroom deep clean. If you watch my goals video, I'm trying to deep clean 1 spot in our apartment every week. And it just makes sense that the bedroom deep clean would be this week because that's where all the supplies are. And this is the week I have a little bit more time. So I should tackle one of the bigger components as opposed to the last 2 weeks I've done the bathrooms. So that is all for now. Will I probably add things to this list over the weekend? I'm sure I will. But for now, this is what I'm going to leave it as. And I feel good about that over the next couple of days. I mean, all these things down here at the bottom, these are like hours of work. So like these are little things. And then these are like big giant chunks. So we'll see. We'll see what ends up getting done. But I feel good about the plan. Going to enjoy my restful weekend, but also hopefully get some things checked off. So really quick, popping back in, the thing I forgot to add, I already actually thought of another thing I wanted to do, I think it's a need, is plan the week. It's kind of both a work and a personal thing, but I don't typically plan the week until I am completely done with anything work related I could do. That way I can build it into the next week's plan. So I wanted to put that like in big letters at the bottom of both, but I forgot to leave space, and so that is where it is going to live. That is going to be it for this video. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, please click that subscribe button. I upload new videos every week focused on helping you achieve your goals. Thank you so much for watching. I haven't even said any words yet today, so here we go. Words. Let me say this again.